Today we moved 1/3 of the dirt pile. We estimate that we moved about 3 yards of this mushroom dirt, and it was put into the boxes. Today was actually a very productive day. We put the cardboard floors in the 2 5x10s and these 2 4x4s, and added 2 wheelbarrows of dirt to each. We also filled in the giant trench that ran through the yard. So now it's nice and flat. 2 more 4x4s with cardboard and 2 runs of dirt, and the other 2 5x10s. Also today, I decided to pull up all of this cardboard and start over. So here's my pile that I'm working on. And I accidentally bought black plastic instead of clear for the hoop houses. So we're going to use the black plastic here and put mulch down. And it's going to be much better and simpler and quicker and just great. We topped off this bed and this bed, which were quite low. These are going to be the low tunnels, and we will have a long string of things going in there shortly. More on that later. But today was a very good, excellently productive day, and super happy with what happened outside. Also, another big win, the tractor started first fire this summer, which is unheard of. Usually my husband has to change all kinds of things and do tires and blah 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 blah. Also yesterday, while I was weeding and tilling the beds, I was in the polyculture bed from last year, and I found 3 perfectly healthy overwintered carrots, and I will definitely be overwintering again and on purpose. Super happy with these carrots that I didn't intentionally overwinter, and it was super cool to be digging around and find these beautiful things. So that's my babies. So I'm doing this week's grow log a day early because I got a new editing program and I really want to try it. So there's been so many changes, I figured why not just pop in. What's that? Another table? What could that be? Strawberries are looking fine. Gooseberries still not doing a thing. Golden raspberries are looking foxy. This week I potted up these San Marzanos. I grew way too many, and I still have 6 left in the cup, but I'll probably try to sell them. So here's my cucamelons. They have their first natural leaves, their first true leaves. The 2 rows of Sharons also both have their true leaves. So we have white and blue Rose of Sharons here. The ground cherries are just super beautiful to look at. What you may notice is that Tomato Town is half missing, but that's because they're back there with all the other big boys. The low tunnels outside is to get a bunch of the herbs in this area out. So the borage will go out, lemon mint will go out, echinacea will go out. My butterfly pea also has its first true leaves, which is super exciting to me. That funny basil I had started to turn almost totally purple, so it was super interesting when it was young, but it seems to be going normal now. Ooh. What do we have here? Lovage, also going in the herb bed. Spearmint, peppermint, a lot of herbs that are going to go out. Lemon balm, my regular thyme and my lemon thyme, but all of those are going to go into the low tunnel. Some are over here, some are over there, some are over there, some are over there. A lot of plants in this room. I kept the slow-growing small dudes over here. This area is now for the big boys. So, oh, this guy's a little light. Time to water. He's looking droopy. A lot of brassicas over here. These are all going to go in the low tunnel. I'm also going to put several of my winter squashes in the low tunnel. They're just getting huge. I moved all my large tomatoes away from each other and away from everyone else. I split up some of them here. These 3 were in a cup together. Painted Lady seems to be doing a little better. Where's my loofah? Oh, here's my kiwano melon. Can't wait for those to go crazy on the new fence. Cucumbers are getting big, but not as big as some of these zucchinis. This is actually a Blue Hubbard plant. They're known for being gigantic. And we'll see what happens there. I'm gonna throw one each of most of the squashes, zucchinis, and cucumbers into the low tunnels. Also some melons. Trying to reclaim some space and make room for the new seeds that I have to sow because these are too big. Muscadine grape has not done anything yet, but I'm watching it close because it's a dream come true. So this table was originally all the flowers that I planted last week. We have 20 different kinds of morning glory and about 20 different other little flowers. Like, for example, I have 3 different types of marigolds this year, 2 types of thunbergia, you know, stuff like that. Families will repeat, but particular types of flower will not. So these are the ones I'm waiting for to come up. These are the morning glories that haven't come out yet. The only one I'm really concerned about here is Japanese chocolate number 2. I have 2 Japanese chocolate morning glories. One has a white ring, one does not. This one has the white ring and it hasn't blossomed, or it hasn't sprouted, so that's concerning. I also got some white cucumbers from one of my friends today, after we were done working on the garden. To go, I still have bachelor buttons, butterfly bush, a couple of other things in here. Sunflowers go in 3 weeks before frost, so that'll be first week of May. And zinnias, hollyhocks, nasturtiums, and 4 o'clocks all have to get sown. You might be a plant psycho if your dining room looks like this. I think it's time for a greenhouse, kids. So, all of these little sprouty cups are morning glories and flowers. The morning glories all have these little double pointed leaves, as you can see here. Convolvulus has another double pointed leaf, but it's not as pointy. And I have many regular sprouts here as well. But I love morning glories because their sprouts are so distinct. I believe this one. So this is my Japanese chocolate number 1, and 2 of them have sprouted. So, also very excited for that Japanese Imperial mix to come up. Here's a cabbage that's going in a low tunnel. The garlic is crazy. I'm gonna put several of these out too. I trimmed my chives, and it seems to be helping the plant quite a bit. I've had bad luck with chives, because I never trim them, and this year I am, and it seems to be helping a lot. This was kind of a catastrophe. My stars of the tomato bed this year, the white oxheart, got to be about 10 inches tall and dropped all their leaves. They just shriveled up and disappeared. They were very leggy and gross and just not growing right at all, so I potted them up. The roots were all the way at the bottom and just built the dirt up around the neck till I had this nice little plant again. That was about 4 or 5 days ago. They seem to be taking well to the transplant and putting off new roots, and I will continue to pot them up as we go. This is all that remains of the failure cuppies. So let's take a little quick peeky peek. No dice. Nobody knew. I do have a little asparagus here. Isn't he so cute? Oh, he's so cute. I love him. So adorable. So that's really where I'm at with the garden this week. Everybody's growing. Everyone's happy. Oh, this lavender is putting off green in 3 different areas. Come on, you, focus. There. So new growth here, new growth here, new growth here, all along the stem. And I think that this little guy is also a new lavender, which just would blow my mind. There he is, planted February 11th. It was 2 months, my bad. We're creeping up on 2 months, not 3. So there he is, my only lavender from this year from seed. And here is one of the only lavenders from last year from seed. Lavender doesn't like a lot of water, and it likes sun. So when I left this out over the winter, I was pretty sure it was gonna not come back and I was just gonna try again. But here it is, doing its thing. And even though it's a desert crop, it seems to have somehow survived the winter. The strawberries, I was wrong to be surprised because they're supposed to do that, but I was still kind of amazed about this lavender because I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. These are the red currant tomatoes. There's a million plants in here and I have to separate them, but that's coming next. Shall we formally go over all of the morning glories that are going to come out this year? I think we shall. We have Flying Saucer, which is blue, Giant Multicolor Mix, Grandpa Aunt, Pearly Gates White with purple center, another giant mix, Nolia's Black. This is a new one for me. I'm very excited about that. The Japanese Imperials, Blue Picotee, a nice pale blue, Milky Way with a pink center, Crimson Rambler, Japanese Chocolate #1, and a pink. So we have 14 varieties of Morning Glory sprouted over here, and 9 types of other. What we're waiting on here is the Pearly Gates White only, Carnaval de Venezia. That's a 2-color bloom. Kind of concerned. These are my favorite. I'm really going to have to resow those, I think. Japanese Chocolate, the other one. That's not coming up, which is kind of annoying. Pink Picotee. I was surprised the blue came up because they take forever. Picotees are just notoriously long gestating plants. These are a 5-pointed baby blue Morning Glory. And you don't belong over here. I also planted this week Climbing Triple Crop. This plant is said to yield 3 bushels of tomatoes per plant. And it climbs. It's kind of a tomato tree. I'm very excited to try that out. So he's new. Look at this handsome devil. And otherwise, we're just working towards getting all of these guys broken up and into the low tunnel early. I'm expecting a lot of death and destruction, damnation, but we're gonna try anyway. Wish me luck. Alright, peace out.